While scientists try to figure out colony collapse disorder, Utah beekeepers are pampering the insects that is crucial to the U.S. food crop.
Fox 13's Erica Vaughn has part 2 of disappearing bees.
People are worried about colony collapse because we rely on bees to pollinate our favorite fruits and vegetables. So the USDA gave researchers here in Utah a special task to find alternative pollinators.
We don't know, but we see this high correlation with this fungus in the bees that seem to be disappearing.
USDA researchers at the bee lab on the campus of Utah State University have been documenting a startling phenomenon.
The bees were disappearing from their hives, and they didn't know why.
Across the nation, honeybees are declining by dramatic numbers. Most fruit crops rely on honeybees for pollination. So USU's bee lab is trying to find an alternative, like the bumblebee, but they're dying off too.
And there's about 5 species in the U.S. that we know are declining. And the worst one we believe is extinct. That's Franklin's bumblebee.
Extinction. And researchers in Logan discovered a 96% decline in the brown-belted bumblebee species. The lab is now focused on developing a western bumblebee and finding a cure for colony collapse disorder.
We're doing experiments with this fungus to see if this is actually what's causing it. Because if we know that that's actually what's causing it, then maybe we can get some treatment out there for these bees.
So what I'm going to do is split this hive apart.
Professional beekeepers Martin James and his sister Carla Bingham are also trying to prevent colony collapse.
We want to make our bees as healthy as possible.
To make up for the number of dead hives each year, beekeepers split the healthy hives.
It takes 21 days for a bee to hatch. So there's one.
Martin moves frames of larvae, drones, and honey. Then he adds a new queen into a new box.
Here's another brood. So we put that. So now we've got 3 good broods there. Our bees are doing really good. We're below the national average on honeybee loss, and so I think we're doing really good.
Martin's business is thriving because farmers like Thane Taggy rent hives and place them in fruit tree orchards.
I'll just kind of come up here and just sit and see how many I can count on each tree and go get to work.
Taggy's not taking any chances that wild bees will just show up to pollinate. Those chances are slim.
I don't know of any feral colonies. I used to have one in an ice house out in northern Cache Valley, but that one's died also.
Just like we would get the pneumonia or the flu or something like that, insects get sick, and they get sick a lot.
Since bees are responsible for every 3rd bite of food Americans eat, what if all the bees got sick and died?
Our diet would be very, very boring without pollinators. I don't know that we'd all starve to death, but we would certainly not enjoy the lifestyle we do now.
So what would we eat if all of the bees died? We'll answer that and other questions coming up later in the show. In the newsroom, Erica Vaughn, Fox 13 News, Utah.